A small group of people sat in a living room in Chicago, waiting for the world to end. Their leader said she'd gotten a message. Aliens, a warning, a flood coming at midnight, and only the believers would survive. Midnight came. Nothing happened. Here's what should have happened next. Shame, doubt, everyone quietly packing up and going home. Instead, the group got more convinced. Their leader announced the aliens had spared the earth because of their faith. By sunrise, the same people who'd given away their homes to prepare for the flood were on the phone, recruiting. Psychologists call this cognitive dissonance. The more something costs us to believe, the harder we defend it, even after we've been proven wrong. Hold that thought, because in 2016, Apple deleted the headphone jack. No warning. Millions of people's headphones instantly became useless. Nobody got angry, they got defensive. It's more waterproof. It's actually innovation. That reaction wasn't random, it was engineered. And Apple has been running this exact playbook since 1984. We like to think we're rational. We compare specs. We read reviews. We tell ourselves we're above marketing. We're not. Most of what we call choice is really just instinct, dressed up as logic after the fact. And no company on earth has weaponized that instinct better than Apple. Not by selling better phones, but by selling something almost nobody else figured out how to sell. Belonging. January 22nd, 1984. Super Bowl 18. Apple airs a single ad. It never once shows the computer. Instead, a gray, hypnotized crowd staring at a screen until a woman sprints in and smashes it. The message wasn't buy our computer. It was pick a side, conformity or rebellion. That ad rewired what Apple was selling, not electronics, identity. Decades later, the Get a Mac ads made it literal. A relaxed, likable guy standing beside a stiff, awkward one. You weren't choosing an operating system. You were choosing who you were. This taps into something ancient. In-group bias. Human brains are wired to sort the world into us and them. And once you're us, you'll defend the tribe. Logic optional. Even the stores are built like temples. Glass. Silence, no clutter. Somewhere between a boutique and a chapel. And once one product earns your trust, the halo effect takes over. You assume everything else they make must be just as good. Untested. Unproven, bought anyway. In 1769, a philosopher named Denis Diderot was gifted a beautiful new robe. Suddenly, everything else he owned looked shabby beside it. So he replaced his chair, then his desk, then his art. One nice object made his entire life feel outdated. Psychologists now call this the Diderot Effect. It's the exact engine behind Apple's ecosystem. Buy an iPhone and suddenly your headphones feel wrong. Your laptop feels disconnected. Your watch feels dumb. Each new product doesn't just sit beside the others, it makes everything without the logo feel obsolete. And once you're in, leaving feels like losing something, even if you're not. In a classic experiment, people given a coffee mug demanded nearly double what a stranger would pay for that exact same mug. Ownership inflates value. It's called the endowment effect. Apple builds this into everything. Your photos, your messages, your muscle memory. Which is why switching to Android rarely feels like a decision. It feels like a breakup. In the 1920s, psychologist Bluma Zygarnik noticed something odd about waiters. They could recall a complicated order in perfect detail, right up until it was paid for. Then it vanished instantly. Our brains obsess over what's unfinished. That's why Apple leaks its own secrets. Blurry factory photos, anonymous supply chain reports, rumors that build for months before a single keynote airs. By September, your brain has an open loop it can't close. And Apple hasn't spent $1 on ads yet. Then comes the scarcity, limited finishes, staggered ship dates. Currently unavailable the second pre-orders open. In one study, people rated identical cookies as more desirable the instant a jar went from 10 cookies down to 2. The cookie never changed, only the supply did. Line up outside a store and you're not buying a phone anymore. You're proving you belong. None of this makes Apple evil. It makes them the most disciplined students of human psychology alive today. They didn't invent tribalism, or scarcity, or our fear of loss. They just found them first, and built one of the most valuable companies on earth on top of them. So next time you feel that pull, to upgrade a phone that still works just fine. Ask yourself one question. Is this a need, or is it a faith you never noticed you joined? If this changed how you look at your own shopping habits even a little, subscribe. Because Apple isn't the only company running this playbook. It's just the best at it.